Hey everyone, Rather Than Coherent here, back with more Subnautica Below Zero. Good news for everyone who, like me, hates this mask. When I was doing thumbnails, I looked up how to turn off the UI. You press F3 to get the console, and then F8 to get access to your mouse. And you come up here and you click Disable Console. It starts off checked, and this allows you to use consoles. Specifically, if you press F6, it cycles through various levels of UI, and the very first one is that it gets rid of the mask. So, the mask is gone. Everything just looks so much cleaner now, doesn't it? It's so nice, I can see everything. Now I'm going to start this video off by doing the most useless thing I can imagine, which is going back to land and seeing if there's anything interesting there. I think I came from this direction? I'll get back to you once I find roughly where I actually started. I found a lot more penguins. And I'd be remiss not to mention in my video now that I have found out that I can actually throw the penguins. Oh, am I being attacked? Oh, he's mad at me for taking his kids. But, like, this is fucking fantastic. I can carry him around. I thought I'd be able to throw him. I can. Whoop. It's fucking great. I love it. Anyway, this is mine now. I'm taking it from its parents. So, back on my quest to find the land that I started on. And I think this might actually be it. This looks vaguely like the slope I ran down. Yeah, I think this is it. So, let's get to trying to scan things. And look around to see if there's any things I missed. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm gonna freeze to death. This is a doomed quest, isn't it? And even if it wasn't a doomed quest, there's dangerous weather now. Well, I'm going to scan these lilies and get back in the water, and I'll come back once I figured out what warm weather clothing looks like. So, something I plan on doing at the start of every video from here on out is I'm actually going to go through and look at all the various things I learned in the previous video. Things like titanium ingot blueprints and laser cutters aren't that interesting, and you'll have realized them in the previous video, and voice logs we've already heard when we said them. But this massive databank where I've been scanning everything I see, let's actually read this, and I'll go through the most interesting stuff with you. Outside of 3 categories, there's really nothing I have that is going to be interesting. But those categories are fauna, flora, and notes about Sam, who is the person we're here looking for. We have a notice of death for our sister, Sam, the person we're either here to look for because we don't believe they're dead, or the person we're here to find answers to how they died, not really sure which. But allegedly she died because of her own negligence, and they won't give us any answers as to how.
Blamed Sam's death on negligence.
This is just a message from one of Sam's co-workers that says there's a radio tower here we should look into. So the first 4 messages between you and Sam are just about the various jobs you have in your life, but in this last message, well, I'll let her say it.
Hey Robin, I really need someone to know. I'm afraid something terrible is gonna happen. You were completely right about Altera, okay? You were right. I was wrong. I guess I should just come out and say it at this point. I've said this much already. We found a frozen Leviathan that's infected with Kara. Altera thinks they can use it for something. Weapons, experimental treatments, a whole range of things. But one end of the range is ugly, dangerous, but profitable, of course. What if it gets out while we're messing around with it? Or worse? What if it ends up a bioweapon in the wrong hands? I hope I'm overreacting, but I don't think I am. Anyway, message me back, please. Could really use a friend.
So, since our last message ever received from Sam was about, fear that the corporation's gonna do incredibly inhumane things for profit that are super dangerous, and then she allegedly died due to her own negligence with no details, it's no surprise we're suspicious and on the planet. So, let's start off with the boring ones, Flora. I'm probably just going to skip straight through all of this. There was a message playing when I was gathering frost anemones, but these things are fantastic sources of food. I was really surprised by that. Okay, so it looks like I could actually plant a bullseye shroom in the future if I, harvested it and then planted it before it rotted in my inventory. And these things are called thermal lilies. And they're cool. I mean, they face the sun, or you, since you're hot and nearby. And, oh! It's like an oxygen plant. I can stand near it to be warm. Something that's actually useful to know. Nice. Now let's get into the various fauna of the planet we've seen. Spinnerfish, a bizarre fish. I mean, you could have stopped there, that's pretty much it. Assessment edible. I really like the auto-generated name, Iceclops. Then we get into the larger herbivores. I don't know why we're talking such shit about the Titan holefish. He's slow, stupid, and delicious. We've also discovered that sea monkeys steal from us, and also they're adorable. He looks a lot happier in this picture than he does in reality. In reality, he looks very, very calm and stoic. And yeah, now that it mentions it, they are basically fearless of predators. They were hanging out right next to the brine wings and just didn't give a shit. So the symbiotes, which never mess with me, are apparently carnivores, and that does make sense. I was seeing small fish dying near the Titan holefish, but I just assumed it was because of the brine wing right next to it. The way in which these things are symbiotic with the Titan holefish is kind of disgusting. They use so much energy hunting, they need the warmth and oxygen from the Titan holefish to survive. Also, they lay their eggs in its gills, and the Titan holefish survives by eating their shit. Jesus. And this is literally just a penguin that's less cuddly than it looks. Oh no. Immediately, it's like, by the way, you shouldn't take their children. Don't steal their children. So, look, I don't know what to tell you. I'm putting this baby penguin in a box, and there's nothing anyone can do to stop me. Yeah, so this thing's able to spit ice at you and freeze you. Basically just a massive dick. There's a bunch of things here that exist to justify why it's able to do such a thing. So that's all the stuff that we found in our data log so far with our various scanning. And reading is hungry work, so I need to eat again. And I will take some of my cured food. Now, let's get to exploring. So my goal for this session is to find a habitat builder. Unfortunately, that is not exactly like a thing I have any leads on. I've gone to the only cache I've found so far, so what I'm going to start doing is going down into the deep, twisty bridges. Because I do remember from when I played the first build of the beta, that the deeper oxygen tanks and various tools were in the deep, twisty bridges in the first version of the game. There's a very good chance that's no longer true, but I mean, aside from going there, I don't have any other leads, and generally speaking, going deeper is how I find new and interesting things. Which is how Subnautica tends to work. So, we're going to start trying to go further below. And right now I'm back under the iceberg, which isn't the direction I want to be going. I want to be going out to sea and down. I feel very stuck in the safe shallows right now. I just don't have a sense of direction to figure out which way I need to go to find another biome. Okay, there's land, well, iceberg. So I don't think I'm going towards anything that's deep right now. So I think I want to be swimming in the complete opposite direction of the way that I went. And while I'm here, I may as well just pick up all the titanium along the way and drop all my shit off in a box rather than going out only to discover that's, you know, as always, I have no inventory space. And oh, I'd forgotten that I do mean literally drop all my shit in a box, because that's just the world we live in. Well, that's unfortunate. So luckily I have just enough space to not only store all my things, but to put the pingling inside of my ship. I'm sure he'll be perfectly content right where he is. I'll go ahead and bring one food, water, and first aid kit with me since I have it spare. And I think I came from that direction. I just don't have a sense of direction yet. And every time I come up to look around, I can't see anything. But this does look like open sea, which means it's probably the direction of the deep. Yeah, this looks like it. Oh yeah, here's deep twisty bridges, alright. We're finally going down and seeing oxygen plants and maybe, just maybe, finding some useful materials. Getting some interesting alien buzzing. Well, I say alien buzzing, that's just my Subnautica instincts. It could theoretically be Morse code.
Transmission of unknown origin. Source of transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
200 meters sounds like absolute hell without any sort of expanded air tank. And I finally found table coral, so I can start collecting the things I'll need to make a computer chip. I feel like I'm very unfocused. Like, on the one hand, I really do want to find various materials, but on the flip side, I'm supposed to be finding a habitat builder so I can actually use these fucking materials and stop living in a...
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I can't even talk about how unfocused I am without getting distracted by the fact that I'm literally drowning. Okay. Priority 1 for right now. We need to find a bigger air tank and a habitat builder. So I'm looking for any sort of human structures down in this area. And priority 2 is I want to scan the wildlife down here, because I know there's going to be something down here that's new. Hey, human structures. That's exactly what I want to say.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
What is this a thing for? High capacity OT tank. Hell yeah. I can't scan this. I can scan the window.
Warning. 30 seconds.
Builder
of
fragment.
oxygen
Hell yes.
remaining.
Also, I'm dying. So let's sea glide directly up.
New blueprints synthesized.
My memory says that 15 seconds is enough to sea glide 100 meters to the surface. That feels real sketchy when you're just believing that, but yeah, it was true. Okay. I was totally fine. Wait, I'm getting a whole lot of blueprints. Was that one builder fragment enough to learn how to make the habitat builder? Oh my god, it was. What do I need? I need a wiring kit, a computer chip, and a battery. Okay. So, I need copper, I've got it. Gold, I've got it. I think I have all of this. Alright, I'm just going to go make the habitat builder right now. So, scratch that. I don't need to pin any of this. Instead, what I want to pin is the high capacity O2 tank. What does that require? I've got all of that too, I think, unless I'm just short on silver. Alright, that was... I thought this was going to be like an episode-long goal. I was going to start looking for the radio tower on the surface when I inevitably didn't find anything. No, it's just like the very first thing I found once I stopped picking up random rocks. Awesome. Today might be base building day. I don't have a good idea of where I should be building my base, or very many materials to do it with, but I need a base. I can't just keep making boxes. Well, I can, but the longer I build boxes... Oh, I can't see them from here. But the more boxes I put out there, the more of a nightmare it will be to move them later.
Identifier. Delta Station Dock.
Nice. So there is a place over there I can go to. Alright, so I have to build an absolute load of supplies now. Just need a battery and I can make my habitat builder. I'm so glad I already have everything I need to make this. I was expecting this to take me so much longer.
Adding emergency shelter.
Now, to build this, I just need to unequip my O2 tank. Okay, so I've got all of my actual building materials in my inventory. I'm going to go build a base. That's the direction of Delta Station in the open ocean, so it seems like the majority of things in this game might be in this direction. I'm going to go a decent ways this way and try to find somewhere cool to build a base. Because I just need to drop one literally anywhere. And along the way, I'll be harvesting as much as I can in way of limestone. Yeah, it's still limestone. I want copper, I want titanium, I want quartz. Because I'm going to need to build power sources, windows, and actual building modules. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to speed up the footage of me traveling and set it to Subnautica music. I will see you once I'm actually in a base. Okay, so if I'm remembering right, the fact I'm seeing this means that I'm coming up on the island that has the base built on it. Yes, I think so. It could theoretically be something else I'm really not super familiar with. Oh. There's not another one behind me. Alright, yeah, scratch that. I was looking at doing something much less interesting, but I didn't realize how weird things were going to get. Oh, I have to go scan him. Well, I don't have to do it right now. Okay, he can't be that dangerous so there are this many of them, right? But I don't want to build my base anywhere near them because they're loud as hell and awful. What I was thinking, though, is that I wanted to go decently around the island on the left or right side and build my base there. That way it'll be further towards the middle of the map. I hope. I don't know that that will actually be true. Yeah, we're starting to feel like I'm in between a lot of biomes. Here, the deep twisty bridges are there, the island shore is there. Whatever is in this direction is in this direction. So I'm just kind of looking for a flat area here to build on. Ideally one near something pretty that is not near something loud. Because I've had to move bases before after building near reef packs, and I don't want to repeat that disaster. I don't think this is too bad, but it's not a good view, so I'm going to keep looking for something better. Whereas this is, like, the worst view imaginable. Jesus fucking Christ. That is not a pleasant sound. I thought that was an egg. And now it's getting dark. And I'm suddenly terrified to be exploring. And my battery's out. Seems like a good time to die. I hate being here. I don't want to live here. This is awful. I need to find out where this game's equivalent to Safe Shallows is. Or more specifically, where this game's equivalent of the edge of the Safe Shallows is. We're gonna go back in the direction we came from. This place sucks. It is loud, it is scary, it is super dark. Yeah, we're much prettier over here. There's actually bioluminescence. I don't like building like 200 feet from the life pod, but I'm gonna build right here. Screw it.
Oxygen.
Oh. That oxygen tank also lasts basically forever, so that's a good thing. I actually don't remember the last time I went up for air. Now I need to actually equip this habitat builder. And I just want... Ah, damn it. I don't have the ability to build the main circular room. At some point, I'm going to want a big T-junction, and right now, that's the closest thing I have to a main room. Going to need a hatch to get into this building. I can't build it there. Guess I have to build it on top. I mean, that doesn't check out in terms of being waterproof, but, I mean, I'm just used to this at this point, I guess. Can I build a solar panel? I can. Good. This is the shittiest house, but it is a house. That's really my whole criteria.
Warning. Emergency power.
Oh, yes, it is dark outside, so...
Offline.
Let me check that I'm not actually beneath ice and unable to use solar power. I mean, a little bit, but I think it's mostly that it's dark outside. So I can build a battery charger fairly easily, and that'll be fantastic for me. For now, I'm just going to use my titanium to slap down a couple wall lockers and throw all of my shit in the wall lockers. And I'm going to throw a beacon above my house. Gonna name it home, such as it is. And it's time to begin the process of moving, which actually won't be that hard since we only moved about 200 meters. Alright, so I've done a bit of resource gathering while I was running back and forth moving everything. If I can make a wiring kit and a copper wire, which I think I can. I can not only make this fabricator, but I can also make a battery charger. And at this point, we're like an actual functioning base. Not a good base, but a base. We have battery chargers, we can build things, we have 3 storage lockers. One had to be finished a little bit. We've got 2 different solar panels, so we should at least have enough electricity to last through the night. This is a functioning base. And now I have to organize boxes. So I've taken all of my batteries that have been used at all out. I'm putting them in the charger. And I think I have organized boxes at this point. I have the organic stuff box. I have the literally only ribbon plants and copper box. I have the actual garbage box. And I have the everything else box. Which is, you know, not an ideal organization system, but it is one. And I guess I should name them too. And this is stuff. It's perfect. They're definitely totally level. This is a fantastic home, and, well, let's take that one battery I have out, put it in the habitat builder, and see if I know how to make a bed. No. Okay, that's not great. Sort of sucks here, though. Like, a little bit too much. So I'm going to take these 2 quartz, make them into a piece of glass. And I'm going to use the glass I have to put a window down. I'm apparently slightly too far away. Just turn this into a window. Make this feel like a home. It's actually kind of nice. Alright, I'm going to be back with you in a little while. I'm going to get a glass of water while my batteries charge. I'm not made of time, so I'll take 75% on a battery for a device I've never even used or seen a use for. So, at this point, we've made a home. It's a terrible home. It's kind of the bare minimum, but it is my home. So, let's go check out this Delta Station docks place. And probably, let's die trying to scan those horrific monsters that live near it. It's so nice having the actual peaceful music playing instead of just the ominous silence. And despite the peaceful music, I know that I am nowhere near safe right now. I could probably scan this. Nope, it's just, you know, a glowy thing. Anyway, I'm at a point in the game where I've used basically all of my resources building that house. So, I'm going to be breaking pretty much every rock I see. Which is hopefully not a good way of getting ambushed by predators. So far it's going alright. Oh, can I scan this? I can. It sounds like there are predators around, man. It doesn't sound like a safe place. There are multiple. One is down there. I don't want to swim down to them. There are 2 right here. So this is... They can come out of the water a little bit. I'll go try to scan one of them. Okay? 2 is a bit too much. They do seem to be very aggressive, but also very stupid and kind of not my problem. Does that look like my problem? It might. I need to know what you are. There are so many of these. This place sucks. Cryptosuchus, huh? It, despite being incredibly angry and vicious looking, doesn't seem to hate me too much. Not that I'm going to stop to look back right now and double check that theory. What are these things? Yeah, I'm safe, relatively speaking. It's a fumarole. And there's something near me angry right now. Yeah. The sound of gnashing jaws was a little bit alarming while I was trying to scan that. Going to keep scanning all of the various wildlife that's just around in this massive hellhole. Gotta take plant samples. Yeah, they're big clumsy idiots. They're actually kind of not threatening at all now that I've been around them for a little bit. Wait, am I in their eggs? Is that what's happening? No, these are eggs. This is something else. This one looked a lot like a cracked egg. But no, whatever this is, I have no idea. Of no great importance, apparently. I'll grab this lithium and be on my way. Also, this is where you get lithium, apparently. They are so angry, though. Like, actually just comically mad. But yeah, I will grab all of this lithium. I have no idea what I need lithium for. Just that I will need it.
Vessel nearby. Vessel name, Mercury 2. Inoperative.
Okay. So I've now got yet another beacon for a vessel. My current goal, however, is nothing to do with that. It is grabbing literally everything between me and Delta Station Dock and actually going to look at it. That's my goal for the end of this video. Let's go see what's over there. It's time to get out of the water. It's time to get back in the water. That was brief. Is this a crash fish? I need to scan him. Got him. Totally worth. I need to scan his house, too. Okay. If I remember right, when you're at full health, if you're at full food and water, you regenerate health. Unfortunately, I'm a big goober and didn't bring any food or water to speak of. When they say dock, they actually mean it. There's a little dock here. I'm not going to be touching that beacon. It's in a perfectly fine space already. And now I can make coffee. It's exactly what I needed in my life. I can take a cylindrical flask. Absolutely. That sounds like a thing I need. Totally not garbage. Speaking of, I can now make a trash can to put my cylindrical flask in. Oh hey, if I drink that, do I start healing? Going to scan this, and then I'm pretty sure there'll be the little warmth plants somewhere in here.
This is a recorded message. If you can hear this, you're trespassing. If you know what's good for you, you'll get the hell out of here.
Okay, so crystalline sulfur does not need you to fuck with cavefish anymore. You can just find it in hot springs. And also, somebody's mad at me, and I am trespassing. Now, unfortunately, I don't know what's good for me, and I'm just going to keep trespassing. Shrub nuts, huh? Nice. They're huge. I'll eat a couple more of them, and I'll scan the bush. It's a horseshoe shrub. Very descriptive. Okay. I don't feel like I need more crystalline sulfur. Not really sure what I'm doing here, but I'll figure out some answers eventually. For now, I'm just climbing the island, seeing what this place is about. Hoping I don't freeze to death along the way. There's probably something warm along the path. This is a mineral detector fragment, which is useless to me. And an Altera PDA. Oh, I can actually scan the crystalline sulfur. May as well. And since that was actually a message... Oh, it wasn't. Okay, it's just somebody talking about the use of a mineral scanner. Which sounds like no fun to me. I'll look for it with my eyes. Oh! I thought the game froze.
Stop right there, Altera. You're out of bounds.
I'm not with Altera.
Then your position is doubly precarious.
What do you mean?
If you're telling the truth, you're out of your mind. If you're lying, there'll be hell to pay.
Wait! Who are you?
Stay off my land.
I am deeply confused. Also, I don't feel quite so isolated anymore now that I know that Vigilante Spider-Man is running around.
The woman in the exosuit has been traced as far as my technology will allow.
Wait, what?
Signal location uploaded
Oh.
to PDA.
The PDA is just stalking her. Nice. Can I make tables, chairs, everything I could ever need. Gonna check and see if this is someone talking. Yes.
I'm not cheating.
Then what's your theory? What's going on?
If you ask me, Zeta's been blinking a lot. I think it's a tell.
He does have a point there.
It's allergies.
Allergies? Oh, is something in bloom in this frozen sector?
Thermal lilies. And if you gang up on me, I swear you're all fired.
You're not even my boss.
Oh, you're all so gullible. You're fighting each other. Meanwhile, look at Parvin. Just look at him.
What am I doing? I'm not doing anything.
Let's just take this to a vote. All those who think Zeta's allergies are a bad case of alienitis, say intruder.
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 Intruder. Danny?
Oh, I'm just an observer here.
I'm going to use my pass.
Is there some kind of scientist conspiracy going on here? Zeta, Sam, Danielle, you three are suddenly very aligned.
Or, like I said, Parvin is cheating.
I'm starting to wish I was cheating.
A map will come in handy. I should be able to find my way to Phi Robotics where Sam worked.
Oh shit! That is a handy map. I don't even know what one of these 5 places is. Nice. So, more importantly than anything we just did involving that conversation with a million characters I know nothing about. I've got Fred's shaving kit now, I guess. I've scanned a multi-purpose room and a bed. I can go make my house into a home.
Jenny, you wouldn't believe the adventure I'm having. It's just like when we were kids and we used to play Underwater City, only sea monsters aren't pretend, and I don't need to hide behind you when one swims by, because I'm safe in my sea truck. Safe and very, very brave. Please tell Dad for me. Thanks so much for the mustache kit, by the way. To be honest, I wasn't sure if it was a gag gift at first. Personal grooming is something of a challenge here, and as you know, I'm a pretty low-maintenance guy to begin with. But you'd be surprised how handy mustache wax is in an emergency. There have been some close scrapes. For a while there, someone was sabotaging my truck, and I thought I was seeing things. But my friend Sam helped me sort it out. Although, she's had some troubles of her own lately. To be honest, I get a little worried out here sometimes. But I guess that's normal, under the circumstances. Gotta expect a little risk, right? I should be happy. I have great friends and a good paycheck. Anyway, love you, Jenny, and Dad. Please find a way to tell him that he won't find embarrassing. And don't worry, I'm looking for the perfect fish to bring back as a gift. Your favorite.
I like Fred. Also, I like the thermal lilies that keep me alive in a blizzard.
Tower maintenance log. Okay, this time the birds have really done it. I don't know what they've been eating, but it's corrosive when it comes out the other end. I'm gonna need to rewire. I'm short an element to fabricate the right cable. I remember seeing some when I did that dive to the old ship. I'm gonna go out there and see if I can get some more. That should fix it. Maintenance status in progress.
Okay, so it detects, I'm guessing, me and the person I just met. But that doesn't actually help me with what I'm trying to do, which is figure out what in the hell I'm doing. Where is this place? What am I trying to do here? I don't even know what test override module would mean. I'm going to read this next to a thermal lily. I feel like I'm freezing to death. I feel like there should have been a sound effect for the fall damage that just happened. Wait, is it done being a thermal lily? No, it's not. Okay, good. I was worried that in the blizzard it had shut down. So let's read this. So I'm getting the impression I eventually need to fix this to make contact and get off the world, but right now I have no idea how I would do that or why I would do that. I don't know if I've fully explored this place, but I've been recording for a while. I'm going to go make my house into a home before I end this part. Which means I have to get off this island as fast as I can. Which looks like it's going to entail a good chunk of fall damage. Oh yeah, these are very safe waters to just dive in without checking first. So, now that I'm back home, I need to make some modifications. Specifically, off in this direction, we're going to attach the multi-purpose room. Or we're not going to, because there's a rock in the way. And, well, I don't think anyone's super interested in watching me build things for 15 minutes, so it's time for a smash cut. Alright, let's flip on the jukebox and get a good night's sleep. I actually really like the house. It's a lot nicer than what I thought I'd be ending the video in. Less of a terrible rundown shack and more of an actual home. Anyway, this has been Rather Incoherent. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps it grow. And I'll see you around.